guys, Miss M here. This is Thursday, and this is a very quick recap of today's lesson on 8/29 Thursday in Spanish 1. So I won't go back and repeat the vocabulary that we've already covered, which was by now all of the commands and their related words, and the numbers up to 29. So we reviewed all of those first today. After we reviewed them, we did a little activity. Let me go ahead and show you that activity first. And I need you to do this activity and turn it in to me. On a piece of paper, you need to create templates for 3 phone numbers, 3 imaginary phone numbers that have 10 digits. So you have a single digit, and then another one. Then you have double, double, double. Okay, single, 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 double, double, double. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the numbers from 0 to 9, that's 10 single digit numbers, and you're going to fill them in these 12 boxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Obviously, if you have 10 numbers to choose from in 12 boxes, you'll be repeating numbers. I tend to repeat 0 and 7 myself, because 7 is my lucky number, but you can repeat any of them you want, and of course remember that you should not start one of these with a 0. No real phone number is going to begin with a 0 here or here. So the zeros need to be here or here in each of the boxes. And after you have filled in with 12 of the 10 single digit numbers, then you're going to fill in double, double, double times 9. Okay, there are 9 boxes there. And what we did in class was we used a 10 and we used a 20. For sure, we filled in a 10 and a 20, and that left us with 7 boxes. We used 3 of them were pulled from 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we chose 3 of those, and then we had 2 of the numbers from 16, 17, 18, and 19, and 2 numbers from 21 through 29. We filled in those boxes, and then everybody hand wrote the Spanish translation under each box. So this is just a sample that I just made up here. Underneath each one, first thing you do is you just write in the actual words underneath. So I just did one there for you. 205, 6, 15, 28, 19. 205, 6, 15, 28, 19. And then I would do the same thing. I would write in Spanish 1, 9, 3, 4, 17, 13, 26. You write that out in Spanish underneath the phone number, the digits of the phone number, and then you do the same for the third one. You'll just be turning that in to me. But what we did in class was then I partnered everybody up, and you read one of your phone numbers in Spanish to them, and they had to listen and jot down the digits. Then they read you one of theirs, alternate back and forth, so it was 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, reading your numbers in Spanish. That gives you a chance to practice pronunciation, and it gives your partner a chance to practice their listening skills, and then writing down the numbers. So that was one thing that we did today. Then we spent the last few minutes, it was really very little time, but we spent the last few minutes of class where I introduced the rest of the numbers up to 100. So if you look here, let me get my pointer. If you look right here, you see 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and 90. And 40 through 100, 40 through 90 have something in common. In Spanish, they end with E-N-T-A, enta, right there, enta, E-N-T-A. English has a similarity as well. They end with T-Y, from 20 all the way to 90. 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way from 20 to 90, they end with a T-Y. And then when we say something like 22, we put a hyphen, 20, and then a hyphen 2. So that is the pattern for English. The pattern for Spanish is, as you've already seen, from 21 through 29, you have the old way, but then you have the new way. But that will not exist, it should not exist for 30 1 through 99, although you will run into people who have done it on their own, where they drop the A and then change the Y to an I and run it together, but technically that is not needed and not really appropriate to write these numbers from 31 to 99 like that. You simply leave them alone and write them the traditional way, so 32, 30, and 2, 40, and 3. This is the proper way to write the numbers from 31. Well, of course, we have 3 different ways to write 31 because we have just counting, 31. We have saying, for example, 31 boys, 31 muchachos, 31 girls, 31 muchachas. So it's the same reason as we had for 21. Then 32, 32, etc. Let us go over the pronunciation. Let's discuss in more detail the spelling here of these words. So what is the word 3? First of all, just as a quick review, 3 is tres, T-R-E-S, and look at 30. It begins with the same 3 letters, T-R-E, and then it's kind of like train, but you say train, train. 30 is 30. Repitan, tres, 30. All right, so 3, 30. So what was 4? Not 14, but 4. 4 was C-U-A, cuatro, cuatro. And now look at 40. Again, C-U-A, cuarenta. There's that R, just like we had in 0, where you pronounce it like a flick of the tongue, like in butter. Cuarenta, cuarenta. Okay, so 43, 43. So what was 5? Cinco, C-I-N-C-O, cinco. And look at 50, same beginning, C-I-N-C. And then you have the U-E-N-T-A. So we go from cinco to cincuenta, cincuenta, cincuenta. 5 to 50. 6 was S-E-I-S, S-E-I-S is 6, seis. And 60 ditches the I. The I is gone, and now you begin with just S-E-S, minus the I. So 60 is sesenta, sesenta. So from seis to sesenta. 7 was S-I-E-T-E, siete. You ditch the I, and you're left with S-E-T-E right there. Sete instead of siete. Now you have sete. Okay, so setenta. So we're going from siete to setenta. 80 is the easiest one up here. You go from ocho to ochenta. Ochenta. Repitan, ocho. Ochenta. Okay, 8 to 80. On 90, the 9 was a U-E. Nueve, N-U-E, nueve. And you're going to go from the U-E to an O. You convert it into an O. You'll do the same thing for 900. So instead of nueve, now you have N-O, noventa, noventa, noventa. Repitan, nueve, noventa. So 9 to 90 with an O now. And then 98, 98. And 100 is C-I-E-N, cien, cien. And it is related to, we have lots of words in English that have to do with C-E-N-T that are related to 100, like century, cent, percent, centurion, centennial, centenarian, bicentennial. We have many, many words like that in English that have to do with 100. And it's because we borrowed those words from Latin, and Spanish is a direct descendant of the common Latin, the vulgar Latin that the people spoke, not classical necessarily, but the vulgar Latin, V-U-L-G-A-R, meaning of the people, Latin Vulgate. So that word, let's say it again, cien. All right, so those are the most recent numbers, and this wraps up all of the new stuff for this lesson. PE1 Part 2, Para Empezar 1, and then Part 2 of that section in the book is the commands, the classroom commands, and their related words like your books and the page, as well as the numbers from 0 to 100 and the word the numbers is included in this lesson as well. So that's everything in this lesson, and tomorrow is Friday, and we will continue practicing tomorrow. And there's no school Monday because it is Labor Day, but also Hurricane Dorian is on its way, we think. So we may not even have school Tuesday. Who knows? We'll find out soon. But please do the 3 10-digit phone numbers and turn that in to me if you were absent today. All right, everybody, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you back tomorrow. Hopefully this helped if you were here but just needed a refresher on it and some reinforcement. All right, talk to you guys later. Hasta luego.